See, look, I seen this yesterday, but now it's Playback's turn to see this. And I guess Logan replied. And I don't want to watch a like 6 hour long podcast to get the little, you know what? Don't even matter. But either way, Logan Paul, you're not slick.
6 months ago, I investigated CryptoZoo, a scam created by Logan Paul and a team of criminals. Oh, and a dude named Jeff, which ultimately resulted in millions of dollars being stolen from fans. I was threatened with a lawsuit for exposing it, but ultimately, Logan Paul decided to thank me instead for his public undressing and announced a $1.8 million refund to the victims. Now, I thought that was a great ending to the story, but I also said this: I'll follow up in the future to make sure that he actually gives that money away. And that's why we're here today. Been 6 months, so here's the follow-up. Logan Paul has not paid back his victims. He hasn't talked about it since he first announced he was going to pay them back. And what's worst of all, he doesn't seem to have a plan in place to refund anyone. How do I know that? Well, because I've been asking Logan for that plan to refund people the entire time behind the scenes in messages like these.
You would think
Quote,
he would
hey
just
Logan,
do it to get it done.
Nasty. No way. This is a nasty nigga right here, boy. That's a nasty nigga, bro. He had everything prepped for you, boy. You can't talk to this nigga any normal way, bro.
Because you know what it is, like,
thinking,
when you get in drama with niggas, you know how many times they say, bro, so you couldn't just hit me up privately?
and then they still hit you up privately, and then when niggas say that, it's so funny because they act like that's gonna change something. Like, bro, hit me up privately. Like, you know me, bro.
Bro, you could have hit me up privately, but you made a video
You
instead.
made this all public and shit, bro. You just trying to do this shit for the views, bro. You really don't care, bro. That's nigga, y'all fall for that stupid stuff all the time, bro. But you can't have a regular conversation with this nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta know for a fact. If I say the wrong thing, this nigga will use it in the video. This nigga will try to expose me, boy.
So there was this one, another one, another one, and another one. He hit him up 4 times over the course of 6 months.
4 times?
And on the final one, the lawyer finally responded. Lawyer says, Steven, see inserted on behalf of Logan Paul. We represent Logan Paul. Mr. Paul has informed us of your outreach about the status of the CryptoZoo egg buyback. Mr. Paul remains committed to the process. We are working with Mr. Paul to evaluate the best way to achieve this goal. In the meantime, please direct our attention to any further inquiries to Mr. Paul. Thank you for your patience and understanding. So CoffeeZilla basically, he pulled an Eminem in 8 Mile, and he was like, but what Logan's probably gonna say is he's being sued, which is why he can't talk about it, which is why he hasn't been responding to me, which is why he got his lawyers involved. But so he kind of fronted what he thought Logan was gonna say, which actually might be true. Yeah, so Logan had this idea for an NFT that was kind of like Pokemon, where you would buy these eggs. I'm not too familiar, but
you buy the eggs and then
they hatch.
Yeah,
and then
evolve.
from there you would get the value of the NFT of what hatched.
Now you could destroy the egg.
Correct.
The problem is that it never actually worked.
Yeah, so it was
but convince a bunch of people to put money into it. Millions.
So this is an interesting one because we've seen lots of like generic rug pulls before, where like the insiders make the money and everybody else who was kind of late to the party is the ones that gets fleeced. In this situation though, it was a lot messier, which is why they're saying lawsuit, because it seems like the developers almost like revolted and like boomed everybody. We don't know how true this is, but from Logan's reports, that's what it sounds like. So it seems like Logan was fleeced by his developers who he wasn't able to trust, and the whole process began to fall apart because niggas were selling like mass amounts of it. It would be like if me and you just started selling mass amounts of Playback on the New York Stock Exchange. Like the price of it would fucking plummet, but everyone's trying to get out while it still has value.
And then Kai's a developer, and he just leaves
with all his shit,
all the money.
And niggas were secretly selling.
But the problem is, we're in a group chat with Kai, and he's telling us he's about to leave. And then we come on and say, I didn't even know he was about to do that, man. I'm as surprised as y'all, man. I'm just baffled. I'm bamboozled. The past couple of months, man, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the money, man.
Yeah, so it's like Logan was kind of put on the hook for dealing with all this because he was the face of it. We don't know how responsible he is. He's obviously not 100% responsible, but he was the one selling this to his viewers, and his viewers were the ones that got fleeced, so he's going to hold the majority of the responsibility as it relates to all the shit that we know. That being said, though, Logan not responding, even though CoffeeZilla said he was gonna follow up
at the 4 attempts,
just makes him look so bad.
Yeah,
because
just
Logan
responded.
also said this in a video earlier in January.
Absolutely no sign of that. And it's not for a lack of Logan having the cash. He's on a world tour for Prime right now, bragging about how much money his drink company is making.
Dunkin' Salted Caramel Cold Brew. Sweet and creamy.
Sweet and creamy.
With the burnt sugar.
In January of this year, we did 45 million.
Oh, only in January?
Yeah.
Wow, 45 million is a good month.
So why? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut up. Shut up. His lawyer need to pull him aside.
But 45 million isn't just theirs, right? Because everybody got to get their cut. You got to pay taxes on their cut. So, hey, unless 45 million is how much was left after all of that, then that's crazy.
Like, yo, shut the fuck up.
I know what he's trying. He's trying to hype up Prime.
I
like,
know,
if you make it look really successful, people are gonna buy it more.
Yeah, I know, but we got you on the hook for about $2 million. You're like, all right.
But to be fair, like legally, he's not on the hook for shit. He just said he was gonna do it.
Okay, but I mean, in the court of opinion, it's
right, which is worse than
it's worse
because he's gonna lose more than $1.8 million worth of goodwill. But and it's also true that Prime is a separate company. He can't just take money from Prime. There's a whole structure to that.
Yeah, but they'll probably be like, yo, y'all do payouts or something.
Well, it's clear he's a fucking millionaire. Who
I'm about to say, come on.
Correct.
That is true. He could have just like
he could afford it. Bro.
He could afford it.
Like I'm sure this is chump change to him.
I ain't gonna count his pockets like that, but you know.
No, I'll count his pockets.
Oh, you can?
I
know
you said I'll count his pockets.
Yeah. I know you good at that one, right?
I would be surprised if he didn't have like $20 million liquid. Not maybe cash, but something he could get cash out of.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Quickly. Bro, he's unless he put so much money into NFTs.
No, he did not.
That he went down
praying and hoping Prime works out. Because if it don't, man, I'm kind of fucked. Nah, he got the cash, but like at the end of the day, you got to shut up, Logan. Yo, you got to shut the hell up, bro. Let me go around telling people how lucrative your other businesses are, and then still be like, look, lawyer,
I can't
handle this peon, CoffeeZilla, talking to me
child
about
support. I just can't.
I just can't do that, bro. I can't pay it back.
I feel like niggas is really hard on Logan a lot because he's become like really unlikable to the point where like
he's making himself unlikable.
Yeah,
though.
Obviously
that's kind of true.
In it. But I'm saying though, like he's not 100% responsible.
That's
for
also
this.
true.
And sometimes it sucks when there's some shit that goes on and only the nigga with a face is the one that catch backlash. Not that he shouldn't. Is that bro? Everyone else in the process should be catching heat as well. They participated.
True, but the nigga with the face also catches the most praise as well. Like when something works, nobody doesn't go around saying like, "Yo, who was the dev, dog?
Yo, that dev up big time."
Yo, come on, bro. The dev killed this shit right here, man. Yo, give me the name of the dev. Like nobody doesn't do that. Nobody doesn't do that. Nobody says that.
Funds. So there's no good explanation for why Logan hasn't refunded his victims yet, because he had a plan back in January. He had the money. But there's even less of a good explanation for why he hasn't explained himself for the delay to either me privately or to the victims publicly.
Damn, this nigga waited. Bro. He waited June 30th to drop this.
Let's not pretend like obviously you'd never know if it's a rug pull, but I'm not gonna lie, 7 months ago you should have known shit like this was gonna be a rug pull. And everyone else knew it. That's why we didn't participate in it. Well, we all heard about this project. We just didn't. Bro, how many rug pulls do you need to see before you realize you are not getting rich this way? Unless you were on the inside, you are not getting rich.
And I would agree with you, but Logan said, I'm going to give you your money back.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I just think like,
oh yeah, like these
a lack of intelligence.
You know what I wonder? Like, since everybody knows it's going to be a rug pull, what if somebody put in money at the start, like right when it opened, and then sold right away? Would they have gotten money? Would they have gotten more money, or would they have gotten less? I'm just wondering.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but these niggas would have been SOL, just like the rest of them.
If this nigga didn't make a video.
He didn't make the video, yes. If he didn't make the video, if Logan didn't make the promise, they would have been SOL the same way all the other people who invest in NFTs are also SOL on those rug pulls. But he promised it, and he gave himself a timestamp. This nigga waited until June 30th.
No, he did. He dropped this July 1st.
Like,
it has been 6 months.
It's been 6 months on the dot, nigga. I ain't heard shit. It's been 6 months on the dot. I was counting them motherfucking calendar days, boy.
Now, eventually, I do believe Logan will address this. I think he has to. And when he does, I think he'll probably point to a lawsuit that he's in for the reason he couldn't speak. He had to be silent. Only he's tried this before, and it didn't make a lot of sense then either.
I had to rely on my team. I crumbled internally, and the advice was, while actual legal process was going on because of criminal investigation taking place that CoffeeZilla highlighted in his series, I had to stay silent. And for a year, I'm hounding Jeff.
Oh man, I'm one sleepy puppy. I just got back from a full day of fun with my family.
Hounding Jeff. How do we make this right?
All right, let's get this straight. Logan was dying to make CryptoZoo right the first time, but was legally required to be silent until a YouTuber talked about it? Did the judge magically unseal his lips when my video dropped? I'm confused. He's not prevented from explaining himself, and he's certainly not legally prevented from giving people their money back. Even if you want to argue the point that maybe Logan might look more guilty if he promises to pay victims, well, sure, but he already did that though. He said he felt so bad that he was going to refund $1.8 million to the affected people who invested. But actually delivering that promise doesn't add any layer of admission to that guilt. He already said he was responsible. At this point, refunding people is just doing what he said he was going to do from the beginning.
That is also true.
Yeah.
That is
like he did say that.
Like genuinely true. Because like what now it just comes across like you just gave a bunch of lip service for the last 6 months, which makes it even worse. Because like now I don't even believe like all the things that, because the problem with, like you said before, Logan is acting as if like my hands are tied, guys. Like, I had no other choice. My team was telling me to be quiet. The devs just left me. I'm just little old Logan. I don't know what's going on. And the lawyer was telling me just stop talking. The more and more as time progresses and the more and more like we get deeper into this, yeah, you look worse, bro. You look worse. And I agree with him, bro. Like, I do think Logan just thought he was going to mull over, though. I think he believed, like, give some time. People not going to care. I'll go on a prime tour. Me and KSI gonna fuck shit up, bro. All summer long. All 2023, nigga, we gotta fuck some shit up, bro. That's what I thought. I think he really thinks that. And also, I believe that most of his fan base doesn't care either. And he don't care.
They probably don't. Yeah, so I don't think Logan Paul set out to do, like, a rug pull. I think it just ended up happening. And now he's dealing with the brunt of it. But, like, and who knows? Maybe there's a lot of stuff behind the scene. We don't know what this lawsuit looks like at all. All we know is what he said he was going to do. And that he hasn't followed through on. That's facts. This seems like the correction we've all been waiting for. So we'll see what happens in the space. But overall, Logan, man, pay the niggas back, man. That's it.
Pay them back, boy.
If y'all missed the original videos, we will link those right over here. You can go ahead and click this video to catch up on all the Crypto Zoo fiasco and how it began. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bye. Peace. Let's see. How Logan still has a career after so many shenanigans is baffling to me. His fans are 12 and just do not care. Truth baffling is he's still the more like the brother. That is actually funny. Damn. And crazy thing is, it's not like Jake has done anything like that, right? It's more like Jake's personality itself is the reason why people don't like him, which is interesting. Bruh. He said he's white. This guy is who is going to Dubai and then pretend. Okay, I don't care no more. But yeah, like, subscribe, see you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night, and bye.